First of all, Morgan, congratulations. The movie you had a starring role in went #1 this week.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Box office #1, baby! Hey, it's me, Dr. Eggman, and this is Paul.
Hey, guys. Today is the official primer from MTG North about the streets of New Capenna.
Paul, I think these streets are looking pretty good.
Yeah, let's go over everything. We're going to divide this video up into a couple sections. First of all, the general overview, give our opinions on a few things. Then we're going to move into the playability aspect, and then finally, of course, the financial aspect. So click down on the bar if you want to skip to a certain part of the video. Let's go to the official release from Magic the Gathering.
Okay, so
starting with the box toppers. Yes, every single box, set, draft, and collectors has a box topper, and it's the exact same.
It is, but all different art.
So there's 11 different languages. It's region specific. Wherever you bought the box from, whichever language it comes in, you get a certain one Gala Greeter. But for all of us North Americans, it's going to be just the plain Gala Greeters here.
Oh, boring.
Yeah, so these are going to be financially devastated.
Well, look at
They're
them.
going to not be worth anything. I mean, if you're looking for that card, it could go well in an elf deck.
How come there's so much color in every other one of them except that one? It's green and white.
Yeah, the English one is just green and white.
That's okay.
Okay, so we're starting off on a disappointment.
Yeah, I like the Japanese one.
The Chinese one?
Chinese one.
Traditional or simplified?
It's traditional.
Okay, well.
It looks well done.
There should be lots on eBay soon.
No, I don't want to own one.
And then you can collect the original art as well. So that's a disappointment, yes. Yeah. Moving on, unless you really want one.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Here we got some more fancy lands, as if we haven't seen enough of these lately.
So you're getting pretty bored of these, right? Like,
I am.
They're nice. They're nice lands, but we've seen a lot of nice lands lately.
And like, there's so many nice ones lately. You can't. I only have so many decks, you know.
Yeah, they're decent.
Okay, beautiful looking lands, but.
Let's keep this moving to the golden age, my friend.
Oh.
So this is Showcase Border Treatment #1 of the set. And these look great. So it's the 5 crime bosses, are the 5 mythics that get this treatment. And then there's 20 rares. And a bunch of commons and uncommons.
The 5 demons, Paul. You know, they're all demons.
They are.
Yep.
So look at that sweet, sweet gif straight from Wizards. This is the gilded card. So these are not etched.
It's the gilded foil, yeah.
This is the gilded foils,
right.
Yes. So it's embossed over top. It's a lot like the neon ink we already saw on Hidetsugu.
Right.
And these look great.
I think they look good.
There is a collector box opening. Somebody posted too early, and they probably got their PP slapped by Wizards. Because there's certain rules you got to follow before you go cracking boxes on the YouTube.
That's right.
And anyways, this guy posted too early, but I did get to see it before it was delisted, and he cracked one of them. Man, they look great.
Hey, do you see when it turns there, the gold turns silver?
Yeah.
Man, I hope that's accurate.
Oh,
it looks good.
It does look good. Yeah, it's super shiny. It looks very nice. So I went back to try to find the video to show you guys, and all I found was this guy in my feed over and over making that stupid face with clickbait titles. Like, come on. Moving along. The trick here, though, is the rarity. So there's going to be lots of commons and uncommons. You can get these in set or collector boxes. Very rarely. 3% of set boosters and 1% of set boosters contain a rare mythic.
Yeah.
So that's really rare. That's like opening a special Planeswalker in Kamigawa from a set box. Collector boosters contain them as well. And yeah, man, 13% of the collector boosters contain a rare or mythic.
So you're looking at 1 a box, 1 1/3 a box, right?
1 1/3 a box. So those 5 crime family leader demons, they're going to be pretty rare. I think the value is going to hold pretty well on those.
So roughly, if you're following the math, you're looking about 8 out of a case of collector boosters.
Yeah, it's not very many.
No.
If one of those crime bosses goes up through the roof financially, that special treatment's going to be
I'll tell you what's not going to go up through the roof financially. Elspeth or Vivian.
All right, showcase #2 is, of course, the Art Deco, which I like. Something a little different. We'll get to that in a minute in the playability section. But 4 rares and 5 mythics. So you get the 3 planeswalkers, and then there's a bunch of the one-off mythics. They're actually pretty decent.
Right.
So you can open these in foil or regular foil in all 3 boxes. So you could hit them at draft this weekend, pre-release. In the collectors only, however, these are the etched cards.
Yeah.
In this set this time around. It didn't give us the drop rate on those, the pull rate.
But I bet you Obnixilis and Etched is not going to be a cheap card, Paul.
No, Ob so far, he's looking like a strong contender for card of the set.
Obnixie.
But we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Third showcase is the Skyscraper treatment. So this is just the non-basic lands in the set. The Triomes, and then there's going to be 5 lands at common, which nobody will remember in 3 months.
I mean, the Triomes don't look too bad, eh?
No, those look nice.
I like that.
So you got those. Once again, foil, non-foil, all 3 boxes. And as usual, more borderless cards.
Oh my.
So the Triomes, you can get borderless.
Yeah.
Planeswalkers. We've seen this a lot over the last few sets. And it's good. You can get them all in all 3 boxes. Again, traditional foil and non-foil.
Oh, here we are. Urbrask.
Urbrask is Phyrexian. You cannot get that in Etched. You can only get that in traditional foil.
Classic. It's a Phyrexian Praetor, so it's going to be available in Phyrexian language, right?
The good news is you can get them through all 3 boxes.
Yeah.
Set, draft, and collector.
That's nice.
He does have the Art Deco showcase. He is part of that. You can get him in Etched in the Art Deco, but not Phyrexian.
Paul, I like what they did with the red there. I like what they did with the red in the Art Deco. More of a deep red in the frame, right?
Yeah, instead of the... Well, if you compare it to the Phyrexian, right?
Yeah.
That's the standard bright red?
Yeah.
And last but not least, rounding it out, is the extended art. So that's basically everything left over that doesn't have a special borderless or Art Deco treatment. It'll get your extended art. There is 1 key card we'll point out when we get to that in a minute. Lastly, the best part of the whole frickin' video, they listened to us. Can you believe it?
What?
The list, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got your additions, right? They said they were going to release that secret layer on the list.
Here it is. Yep. This is the Stranger Things. So it gets around the IP problems, right? They renamed everything, new art on everything, but
all the same mechanics.
Functionality is the exact same as what was in the secret layer. So those are all on the list. And then on top of that, they shrunk the list down to 58 cards plus those cards.
Goodbye, Latchkey Fairy.
Oh, Yavimaya Scion. I'm never going to pull that again.
Nope.
But there is some good cards. There's still a whole bunch of junk cards.
Yep. Like Transmogrifying Wand? What?
Yeah, we still have it. The Mizium Tank returns.
Yeah. Oh, thank God it's not Silent Submersible, though.
But yeah, looking at the list here, Zakama, Vampire
yeah.
Tutor, Twilight Prophet.
Yeah. I love Zakamel.
You love to play
Zakamel.
Sensei's Divining Top.
I can see Sakashima's Student is still on there.
Yep, that's a great card as well.
Is.
So they've tightened it up for sure, right? We're still going to get our share of Lonus Cryptozoologist.
Oh, Lord. Oh no, is that the Midnight Clock from Throne of Eldraine?
Yes, it is.
Oh!
But then there's Mikaeus, right?
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of good stuff on here. Blood Moon, Anointed Procession. Like there's, for the size of it compared to what it's been over the past few years where we've basically memed the hell out of it.
That's right.
It's pretty good.
I cannot wait to open an Admiral Beckett Brass list.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
As Miranda's Stickiticular.
Yeah. You got some cool stuff on the list that everybody wants to see reprints of, right?
Yeah.
Mikaos, the Unhallowed. That was an expensive mythic from Double Masters.
When it was a topper.
So the playability of the set looks pretty decent, eh?
It looks pretty fun. I like it combined with the art styles myself.
Yep.
Some people won't like it. It kind of strays from traditional planes in Magic the Gathering. But as a one-off, I like it. And I think we should enjoy it while it's here because it'll be a long time, if ever, before it's back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This is going to be a one-off set. And enjoy it while it's here.
I can't wait till we hit the trombone guy, eh?
The uncommon.
Yeah.
So you want to start with Ginny Fey for playability, not so much value here.
So this to me seems like a really cool legendary card that could be broken maybe in a few ways, right? Think about Hazazon Tamar from Legends.
He makes tokens, right? Anything that makes tokens you can mix with this.
Yeah, but he's a really good commander for that, right?
For sure.
So,
and cat and dog decks, people are trying to, well, especially dog, right? There's not a lot of dog tribal, but people are trying to build it.
You get your choice, right? You get hasty cats or
vigilant dogs.
How about that bootlegger stash, Paul?
Okay, you're going right for the big dog?
Well, I mean, it seems pretty good.
Yeah, from a playability point, we'll get to that, and we'll tap on it more in the financial section. Yeah. But there are a few mythics in this set that do look pretty good. Even the score, drawing in blue, right?
Yeah.
All it takes is an Ancestral Recall.
I mean, you got
hit your opponent with that, and then you can cancel on their turn.
Yeah, and everybody seems to like
the extra casting cost. Yeah. Right? Ob three drop Planeswalker, right? We've seen people break those before, Oko.
Mm-hmm. Oko.
Yeah.
Oko was busted.
Oko.
Yeah.
Luxior, it looks pretty good. There's
Yeah.
ways in Planeswalkers you can break them.
Is that not the Pyramid Hotel in Vegas?
The Luxor.
The Luxior?
This is
Oh,
the Luxior.
my bad. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
even more Eeyore
Oh, yes.
than before. So Super Friends was a deck. Remember that back in
Yep.
Standard? And it was Sarkhan you could make into a creature and cause a lot of havoc.
Yep.
So throw in this artifact for a 1-drop.
Oh my God! Could you imagine you're pumping Vivian, you're making
Do
everybody
some fun stuff with that, right?
Especially in Standard, right? Because that'll be a 4 of. So you'll have 4. Oh, it's legendary. Never mind.
You got to hit it quicker.
You do, yeah. Oh, we got the Body Launderer, Paul. What do you think about that card?
Well, I think that looks like our good friend Greg, who we're going to see real soon at Tabletop Giant.
Greg, could you do your hair like that for the video, please?
Yeah. Of course, you get the Triomes, and then from there, I don't know, it's just the art style.
Absolutely.
There's some good cards, right?
Well, yeah, you got your Skyscrapers, your Triumphs, your Skyscraper frame, which is pretty neat as well. Borderless, regular. So the Triumphs will be available for play, right?
Yeah.
Overall, I think it's a pretty good set, and I think the playability is there with this set.
Flavor-wise, right? Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't think it'll be one of the sets that everyone remembers, but it is something different to enjoy. Like, after the Innistrad drought we just went through, that was not good times.
Crimson Vow.
And plus, we're following Kamigawa, which is one of the best Standard sets ever made.
Yep.
In our opinion. So, it's a tough follow.
It's a really tough follow, and there's not going to be many...
I think it'll be fun to play.
It will be. But no, there's no neon inks or anything crazy.
No, there's the golden inks now.
I guess,
there's
but they're
no
not as
super
rare.
chase.
They're not as rare
There's
as
no
the
super
neons,
chase.
so.
The Phyrexian thing is kind of worn off since Worn Collects.
You got to wonder if cards like Ob Nixilis and Etched are going to be like Wandering Emperor, right?
And that takes us to the finance section, Morgan.
Yes. Well, let's start with the stash, Paul.
Oh, look at your bootlegger stash.
I'm bootlegging.
So obviously, right now, as the filming this video, it is pre-selling at $50 US.
Wow.
Everything will drop. Everything always drops. We're gonna get to our picks in a few minutes about what's gonna do the bounce back. But for now, I'd wait till that drops a bit. But it looks like a really strong card that could be breakable in Modern.
Yeah, it seems like there's going to be multiple ways to get rid of that, right? Or sorry, to break that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ob Nixilis is number 2, probably on our watch list, right? 3-drop Planeswalker.
Absolutely.
His chase cards could be nice too, financially, right?
Honestly, do you see the Elspeth, Borderless, and Showcase holding those prices? No, that's terrible.
Those are all going to drop.
They're going to be like $5 cards.
As far as it's got a good land cycle too, right?
Yeah.
It's got the Triomes, which we haven't mentioned a whole lot. But anytime a set has a decent land cycle, it can tend to hold financial value, right?
Look at Ikoria. It's not a bad value set, right?
No, and can you name 5 cards besides the Triomes?
Yorion, the Sky Nomad.
That aren't banned?
Oh.
You're out!
There's a bunch of good cards like Shark Typhoon. I just have to think of them. But yeah, Ikoria was a decent set, right? It's got the Triomes. Not bad. Yeah.
I think the rarity of those gilded cards, too, could hold some extra value.
Yeah, I'm hoping that there's some serious chase in the gilded foils.
Yeah,
right?
1 per collector box.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And does that even mean that it's the foil one, or is that could just be a non-foil?
No, that's the foil.
Oh, okay, 1 foil. Yeah.
And then there's 20 rares and 5 mythics, right? So hitting
right.
a specific mythic is going to take a lot of boxes.
And to be honest, I think we're hitting 2 standard sets in a row with good land cycles. That does not happen very often.
No. Where's the tap lands? We're due.
We are due. The next 3 sets are going to have crap lands, you know it.
So every set, there's always 1 or 2 cards that drop with everything the first week or 2 of the set, and then they bounce back. So for example, Wandering Emperor.
I was just going to say that. I'm looking at you, Wandering Emperor. We first were cracking it. We were selling Wandering Emperors for around $15.
Yeah, and now they're triple that.
Yeah, another $45, $50, right? It's if you got it in early, and I did. Looking at you too, Meat Hook Massacre.
Yeah, example number 2 is of course the Meat Hook, which it's pretty obvious now. It went sky high.
Yeah.
So yeah, what cards are going to do that here in Streets of New Capenna?
Well,
do you think the stash? Let's highlight the stash for a second because it is number 1 in the books right now.
And I think that it will drop, and I think that it will go back up if somebody finds a way to break that thing, which seems real easy. I mean,
yeah, in older formats, right?
Yeah, think about all the decks that you don't even need to use the treasures as treasures, just sacking artifacts, right?
Yeah, just making artifacts. Yeah. Any artifact synergy, and you're just tapping your lands for artifacts.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah. I think Urbrass is going to do a bounce back as well. It's a pretty good card, Paul.
Wow. How about in eternal formats, though, right? Because that's usually what drives the price. Or Commander. Obviously, Commander is the biggest, most played format. Urbrask,
But he's still a Phyrexian Praetor.
Yeah, he is. Okay, pick number 2, Ob Nixilis, because it is the second highest right now in pre-order prices. Will it drop and come back up, or will it stay dead?
I think that Ob Nixilis is going to stay.
Stay dead?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, unless it becomes a 4 of in Modern or something, then get some of the showcase foils.
Yeah.
But other than that, still solid set, though. Triomes.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen in the Mythics and Rares.
Absolutely. Arcane Bombardment, Paul.
You're taking that one?
Yeah.
This is pick number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, why do you like it?
I like it because, well, I like anything that you can cast the copies without paying their mana costs. I think that can be easily
You could break that somehow, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe in Storm.
In some kind of Storm deck. The only thing that's holding this card back, in my opinion, is the word random. That could cause you some problems. But if you're trying to Storm off, you never know.
Last but not least, you got to give this Angel a pretty good honorable mention. I like it.
Giada, the Font of Hope.
Yeah.
So I got one problem with this card. Okay, yeah, it's really good with Angels, right? But if you look back at Tovalor, remember how Tovalor was like a $10 card at release, and then everybody got the one Tovalor that they needed for their commander deck, Werewolf, and now it's worth
35 cents.
Buy list.
Yeah.
That's my concern with this card.
So I got a counterpoint. I think that this card, if it can find its way into a modern Angels deck, definitely will see a 4 of. Look at it, or even a 3 of. Sorry, it's legendary, but it's a 2-drop that pumps for mana for other angels.
It's an angel rock,
and when another angel enters the battlefield, it put counter on each angel you already control. That's pretty good.
Oh, it's a good card for sure.
So this could go either way. I think. I hope it finds a home and it does well. It'd be a good rare for this set.
If it's only played in Commander, it might have a short lifespan.
It's
as
very
far as
short.
Financial ability goes, right?
Yeah.
I think it'll always have some. It won't be as bad as Tovalor, but I wouldn't buy it at $17 American right now, that's for sure.
I think Angels have a bigger following than Werewolves, but as far as Magic the Gathering.
For sure. There's a way bigger card pool to pull from, but when everybody has their one copy, is it going to keep going anywhere?
Giada.
I don't know. We'll see. Those are the 4. I think out of all of them, though, the stash, and not Morgan's, but the bootleggers.
Mine.
That's going to be...
And the Investable.
Yeah, but wait for the drop. Okay, so that's it for the primer this time around, guys. It's a pretty straightforward set.
Yep.
Overall, the playability, like the flavor of the text and the creatures and
Feels
all that,
good.
I'd give it, a strong 8?
Easy.
Like, I'm looking forward to pre-releasing this weekend.
Me too.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Financial ability, there's not really a great chase card. And we proved in Kamigawa that chase cards are a great financial tool for Magic the Gathering.
Especially cards like the Neon Ink, the rarity of those, right?
And we're following up Kamigawa with this set. I think it's going to hurt it a bit. Financial ability, I'm going to give it maybe a 5. It does have the triomes.
No. Yeah.
But as of right now, there's a ton of other stuff going out of print real soon, like Commander Legends, Jumpstart, Double Masters, which if you're going to invest in something,
yes,
I'd invest in all of those and Kamigawa before I ever thought to invest in this set.
That's right.
But time changes everything. We'll see what we're saying in a year from now. But overall, I think we're going to enjoy the set while it's out, and then we're going to move on to something else.
And don't forget, a good land cycle makes a product.
It does. It's one of the key ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, guys. We will be back tomorrow. We will be returning to visit Greg from Tabletop Giant. We'll be live on location.
Yes.
Not quite live. We're not going to live stream. Too much can go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But we will have a set box opening, followed by some collector box openings. And then the patrons will be opening some boxes.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Peace.